Okay, I'm Fred, a student from Communication Engineering Department. I'm glad to participate in the course Reflections on Technological Development and Social System for this semester. Actually, technology invention causes advantage of life convenience and disadvantages of environmental contamination as well as social problems. And convenience spoils human to get lazier and lazier, while laziness drives humans to invent even more technologies to satisfy their indolence. On the other side, environmental pollution or social problems such as greenhouse effect or social and digital divide involves humans' self-awareness of suppressing further side effects from technology development. Hence, human thinks of better invention to solve these problems. So we can tell that human reflection or awareness offers feedbacks to the entire system here, and meanwhile is the key element to balance social and technological developments. And so technology invention, I think there's a two driving force for it. The first is from humans' laziness, and the second one is from humans' awareness. They think of how can we make our world better. Yes. And I think the lectures during this semester can be many categorized into three subjects. The first is about science and technology, and the second subject is about mentality and social system. Well, the last one is about case studies. Firstly, former president of Central University, Liu Zhaohan, talked about how can chemical emission cause series of global changes, like discharge of CFC, cause hole drillings of atmosphere near Antarctica ozone, which enables universe radiation to penetrate and harm the species on Earth. And CO2, CH4 concentration is closely related to global temperature variation. Normally, we treat the prosperity of industry development will come with greater emission of carbon dioxide or energy consumption. However, noteworthy, such phenomenon didn't take place in Japan. They successfully decreased the carbon dioxide emission and still keep their growth of GNP. So we may think of how can that such phenomenon take place in Taiwan, isn't it? And the other speaker, Li Heqing, introduced several potential alternative fuels such as biodiesel, hydrogen, and hybrid car. These fuels can offer affordable price to consumers and recycle the natural resource or waste materials. Ms. Li also promoted lots of approaches to reducing pollutions, such as tax and subsidy policies from government or citizen behavior like a carpool, etc. Still another speaker, Liu Chensheng, the current president of Central University, also talked about energy usage. But the highlight of speech is actually on nuclear energy. Yeah. That actually people are worried about shortage of petroleum in the near future. Although another fossil fuel, coal, still can supply power around 300 years for human beings. Kyoto Protocol or human awareness of CO2 emission actually stop it. So the research of nuclear fission has recently shifted to fusion, which can generate greater power without waste material. So nuclear power is so far the most possible energy source in the future because of its light pollution. But with the misuse or under control of terrorists, fusion technology probably would become a catastrophe. And the misuse or terrorists here not limited to those real terrorists, leader or government officers with over ambition. Yeah, that's also, they can be treated as terrorists as well. And plus, the speaker, Danny Sando, shared his talks with us for twice, and he came up with, at the very first time, he came up with a very good idea, I think, that Western scientists love to take things apart or we say analysis, while Eastern philosophers tend to integrate things together, or we say synthesis. So we may think of as we attempt to be a system thinker with the influence of technological development and social system, we may analyze every individual factor, but still have to synthesize all knowledge and observations with broader scope. And the speech in the other time, Dennis illustrated social collaboration with social network patterns. That teamwork performance is determined by social network structure, and the network structure actually combines several sub-patterns. For a manager, he or she had better realize the structure of their company or their team by walking management. Yeah, and usually the structure with bidirectional links will lead more efficient consequence, because bidirectional links can be regarded as a sort of feedback. Yeah, and social networks are dynamic and self-organized or self-regulated, which means as the network expands largely enough, then the network will close itself. Okay, and furthermore, Professor Gao Shangren delivered several controversial ideas through comparing the painting and calligraphy between East and West. Well, he even got his own theory of nose to explain how Chinese are a lack of self-awareness and independence. Even though controversial, anyway, I think no one will deny his suggestion for Chinese people to be creative and to be not to be too humble to speak out. And for this case studies, the first case study we had is presented by Deputy CEO of Red Star Furniture, Jiang Xiaozhong. Through his introduction, we perceived that Red Star really concerns about corporate inner learning organizations building. Red Star encouraged employees to take down their mental reflections of the book they read and to get involved in healthy, positive activities at later time outside the office. And their cohesion is created by underlying individuals, so they can have their entrepreneurial spirit put into practice from top to toe. Yeah, and second case study is about NeuroSoft Group, which gives a shining example that how can a corporate merge commercial profit with social responsibility. The speech was given by Professor Liu Qiyuan, and instead of competing with Microsoft, NeuroSoft devotes himself in medical treatment for the suburban regions, and now they find their own territory to do business. They usher mentoring system, knowledge sharing, and system thinking into their organization. Most importantly, they think of how they can be valuable in social system without loss of profit. Yes, and for the case study presented by HP engineers and managers assist us to realize the process of technological invention. The first speaker, Brownwing Pierce, an environmental engineer. She said that there are three driving forces for SP to deal with environmental protections. The first is their citizenship. Yeah, HP corporate citizenship. It is the right thing to do, so they think it is something deserves to do. Yeah, and second is from their customers, because their customers are asking HP to do so. HP is a great company, and they're supposed to have social responsibility, yes. And the third is actually that's good for their profit. So they think it is good for business and it can save money, so they start to do it. HP reduced its consumption of energy by lighting improvement as well as air conditioner temperature setting. And their ultimate goal, in fact, is to receive a award for a socially responsible index found. And they're eventually being recognized. The second speaker is an engineer. He demonstrated how they operate the R&D teamwork in HP. I think the most attractive point goes to their principle that everyone in the team is equally respected.